Good morning, students. Today we will start with next topic of HTML, spanning of rows and columns. In the previous lecture, we have studied about tables, rows, columns, how we can create table, and what type of tags we have to use while creating a table. So whenever we have to create a table, we have to use table tag. And another tags are TR tag, TD tag and TH tag. TR tag is used to create a row, whereas whenever you have to enter a data, you have to use TD tag, and when you have to enter a heading, you have to use TH tag. After that, we have studied about what is spanning of rows and columns. So the spanning of row and column is when we want to join or when we want to merge rows and columns. This is known as spanning of rows and columns. So where we have studied about row span and col span. When we combine rows, it is known as row span, and when we combine columns, it is known as col span. So today we will study the syntax, that how we have to create a table by using row span and col span. So let's start with this. Look at this example of a table. For example, we want to create a table in which there are 3 cells in first row, and in the second row there are 3 cells, 1, 2, 3. So first 2 cells are normal, whereas we want to merge third cell. Here we want to merge third cell, as in we want to combine 2 rows into a single row. So whatever we have to do is we have to perform row spanning. So in the last row there are only 2 cells, Feb and AP. Again, look at this table. In the first row there are 3 cells, month, saving for holiday. In the second row there are 3 cells, Jan, 100 and 50. And the 50 is in spanned cell. It means we want spanning. Why we want spanning? Because the saving for holiday for both the rows are same. If it is same, then there is no need to write it again and again. So what we can do is we can span this column by spanning 2 rows into a single cell. So today we will study how we have to create the syntax if we want to create a table of this type. So let's start with this. The first tag is HTML tag. Start with the HTML tag, head tag. In the head tag, I have used here style tag. Style tag is used to provide styling to the table. It is your choice. You can even skip that part. Where I have used TH tag and TD tag, and the style of the border is 1 pixel solid black. This is the style of a border. Style close, head tag close, and then body tag open. I told you that whenever we have to create a table, we have to create a table in the body tag. So in the body tag, I have used H1 tag, H1 heading tag. The heading is the TD row span attribute. So that's why it shows this heading in the output, the TD row span attribute. Now let's start with the table tag. Here we have started with the table tag. Now inside the table tag, what we have to do is we have to create a row, and whenever we have to create a row, we have to start with the TR tag. TR is used to create a row. Start with TR tag. In next line is whatever you want to enter in the first cell. So suppose you want to enter the data in the first cell with heading tag. So what you have to do is TH. TH means heading, month, heading close. TH saving, TH close. TH saving for holiday, TH close. So that's why we have used 3 heading tags. There are 3 headings in the table. And then TR close. After closing the TR, it will move into the next row. As we closed here TR, and there are 3 cells, month, saving for holiday. So that's why it has created 3 cells, 1, 2, 3. Now we want to, if we have to start with the second row, again we have to start TR tag. TR tag, then in the next line TD tag gen. TD gen means the first data in the first cell is gen. So that's why in the second row the first cell is gen. The second cell is 100. The second cell is 100. So for that you have to use TD tag close. Now in the third cell we want to span this cell. We want to span 2 rows. If we want to span 2 rows, what we have to do is we have to use row span. So earlier I have told you spanning row span or call span is an attribute of TD tag. So that's why TD row span is equals to 2. 2 is the value, which means we want to combine 2 rows. Row span 2, you always have to give the value in the double quotes. Then value is 50, TD close. As you close the TD, you have entered 50 value, it will display here. And then TR close. It means here you have entered the second row. Now third row, let's start with third row. This TR is for third row. The first cell is Feb, then this is Feb. TD close, next TD 80. That's why there is second cell with data 80 and then TD close, TR close. In the third row, we don't have to create third cell because we have already merged it in the previous row. That's why we have used row span. So this is the reason why we have used only 2 TD tags in this row, because we have only 2 cells in the third row. This cell is of second row, which is merged. Then table tag close, body tag close, HTML tag close. So students, this is the syntax how we can create this table. And I want to tell you again that this is the very important question of exam, because every year you must get question in 2 forms. First way is they will provide you table. They will provide you table and they will ask for you code. You have to write the code of this table, how we can create table with spanning and all. The second way is they will provide you this code and they will ask you for the output of that code. So you must know both the ways. So I hope it is clear to everyone, because it is very simple to understand and to learn. So what you have to do is you can practice it at your home. And I have taken one more example of call span, how we have to combine column, and after that I will show you a code by running it in the notepad file. Next is call span. So what is call span? Call span is whenever we have to combine columns. So I have taken example of call span. First of all, look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. There is a table in which there are 1, 2, 3, total 4 rows. There is a table in which there are total 4 rows, and in the first row there are 2 columns. In the second row there are 2 columns. In the third row there are 2 columns, and in the fourth row we want only 1 column. We want only 1 cell. So if we want only 1 cell, what we have to do is we have to combine these 2 columns, or we have to merge these 2 columns. So when we have to merge columns, when we have to combine columns, we have to do call span. So let's start with the code. What is the code of this table? First tag is HTML tag, second tag is head tag. Head tag close. Here I have skipped the designing part. You can add style tag or title tag if you want. Then body tag. In the body tag I have used heading H1, the TD call span attribute. So that's why here is the heading, the TD call span attribute. Now let's start with table tag. After Starting with the table tag, start with the first row by using tr tag. Tr tag is used to create a row. Then in the next line, the tag is th tag. Th means we want to give heading. Here it is your choice. If you don't want to use th tag, you can use td tag. But if in exam they have suppose they give you this type of output, then you can identify that month and saving are in bold form, they are in heading form. So in that case you have to use th tag. So th tag month, th close, th tag saving, th close. So tr close. So in the first row you have given two values. Two values means it will create two cells. So that's why in the table in the first row there are two cells, month and saving, and tr close. It will end the first row. Now if you have to start with the second row, what you have to do is you again have to use tr tag. Tr tag indicates the starting of second row. Then in the second row we want to enter data td gen, td close. So in the first cell, in the second row, in the first cell the data is gen, then td 100, td close. So in the second cell the data is 100, so tr close. So in the second row there are again two cells, two data items, gen and 100. So that's why in the table there are two data elements, gen and 100. Now we have to start with the third row. For this we again have to use tr tag, then td tag, feb, td close. So that's why here the data is feb. Then again td 80, td close, tr close. So it will end the third row, and the data in the third row is feb and 80, that is feb and 80. Now in the fourth row we want to span these two columns. We want to span these two columns into a single cell. So if we want to span, what we have to do is tr open, it means we have started the row number 4, and then td. Td means why we use td? We use td to enter the data in the first cell of that row. Here we want to perform spanning on the first cell of that row. So what we have to do is td call span. Call span means you want to merge two columns is equals to 2. How many columns you want to merge? That is 2. Close data, what you want to enter is sum 180, td close. So you want to enter sum 180. So it will enter the same data sum 180 here, and then td close, and then tr close. So in this row there is only single cell. So that's why in this row there is only single cell, td cell, and where you have used spanning, then table close, body close. I hope it is clear to everyone. It is very simple process. In a simple table we cannot create this type of table. In a simple table I have told you that every row must have same number of cells, otherwise it will not create a table, because in a single table it is mandatory that every row must have same number of cells. But if you want different number of cells, or if you want to merge some columns and some rows, so the solution to this is spanning. You have to perform call span and row span. So whenever you get this type of question, like where they have merged some column and some row, you have to use call span and row span. And we can also apply both the terms in a single table. We can also apply call span and row span in a single table also. What we have to do is we simply have to use all the tags. Like wherever you want to apply call span, you can write call span. Wherever you want to apply row span, you can apply row span. So you can also try this type of example at your home. In a single table, you can apply both row span and call span. So with this, we have finished this unit HTML. Now after this, I want to show you one output of the call span and row span by executing the code. See, this is the output of that code. I will show you the code. We want to create a table of this type. In the first row, we have written computer science, chemistry and physics. And in the first row, there are 3 cells, 1, 2, 3. And in the next line, we want 2 columns under this main heading. So in the second row, there are 6 cells. So the simplest way to create this type of table is, see, there are 6 cells in every row rather than first row. In the first row, there are only 3 cells. So what we can do is, we can create a table with 6 TD cells. We have to create a table with 6 TD cells, and we can merge these 2 columns. We can apply call span on the first row. We can apply call span on these two columns. Then we can apply call span on these 2 columns. And in the third, physics, for physics we again have to apply call span for these 2 columns. So we will see how we have to write a code for this. See, this is the code. Let's start with this code. HTML head, title, close, head, close, body, BG color is equals to yellow. This tag is used to provide background color as a yellow. So next is H1 tag. In the heading tag, I have used here marquee tag. Marquee tag, I told you that the text in the running form, that is just because of marquee tag. So marquee tag, in the marquee tag we want to display text as mark sheet, marquee tag close, heading tag close, and then break to end the line. Table border is equals to 2. Table border is equals to 2 means it will create a border of a table. You can skip that part if you don't want border. So you can simply start with table if you don't want border tag. Then table. In the table, what we have to use, we have to start with tr tag to start a row. Then we want to, we have to combine 2 columns. I have told you that we can combine 2 columns. So what we can do is td call span 2. It will combine the 2 columns, and we want to write data computer science. So you can write computer science and td close. In the next line, td call span 2. Again it will span 2 columns. The value is 2. In the next cell, td is for next cell. Next cell also combine 2 columns, and the data you want to enter is chemistry, and then td close. In the third line, again td. td means next cell, call span is equals to 2. Third cell is again using spanning of columns. How many columns? 2 columns, because the value is 2, and the data you want to write is physics, and then td close, tr close. So this first row, in this first row we have used 3 cells, because we have used 3 TD tags. 1, 2, 3. We have used 3 TD tags, and we have performed spanning on all these 3 cells. How many columns we have spanned? We have spanned 2 columns, because we always have given 2 value, and this is the data what we want to write, and tr close. After that, we have to start with the next row. Start with the next row, tr row. Now I have told you, in the every row we have 6 cells. We had 6 cells. As we had 6 cells, we have to use 6 TD tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the 6 TD tags, you have to give value theory, practical, whatever value you want to give, and then TR close. Now I want to show you output. See, this is the result because we have applied call span and we have used 3 TD tags. That's why there are only 3 cells. In the second row, we have used 6 TD tags. We have used 6 TD tags. That's why there are 6 cells. Theory, practical, practical. Again, in the next 3 rows, we have to create 6 cells with this data. So we will, and here is the mark sheet. This is just because of marquee tag. That's why it is displaying in this form. So let's start with the remaining code. Yes. Let's start with the third row. This is the third row. In the third row, again you have to use 6 TD tags. 6 TD tags with data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever data you want to give, and then TR close. Then fourth row, you have to start with the fourth row. For starting with the fourth row, you again have to use TR tag. So again you have to use with the TR tag. Then you have to write data in the 6 cells. So that's why you have to use 6 TD cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then TR close. Now last row, for this again you have to use TR tag, TD tags, and TR tag close, and then table tag close. After table tag you want to use break. If you want to use, you can use. If you don't want to use, there is a no break. Then after the table tag, we have used H reference tag, anchor tag. Anchor, why we use anchor tag? We use anchor tag whenever we have to display a link or some hypertext. So AH reference, this is the name of the page that we want to open when we click on the text. Link is the text that we want to display on the page. Anchor tag close, body tag close, HTML tag close. So according to this code, we have created 5 rows. We have created 5 rows where each row has 6 cells, but in the first row we want only 3 cells. So what we have to do is we have to span the columns by giving the value. And if you want to span 3 columns, here you have to give value 3. It is your choice how many columns you want to span. And after that, we have after closing the table tag, we have used H reference tag. Now we will check the output again. See why there is a yellow color in the background, because we have used BG color. But in the body tag we have used BG color. BG color means background color as a yellow. So that's why the background is yellow. Then we have created a table by performing spanning of columns, and after closing the table we have used link part. So that's why we used anchor tag. So that's why it has created a hypertext with the name link, and when we move the cursor on this, it will change into this cursor, which shows that this is hypertext. So students, I hope it is clear to everyone that how we have created tables and how we have performed row span and column span. With this, we have finished with the HTML part, HTML unit. And I want to tell you one more thing, that you also have some portion of the HTML in your practical part, because you have in CS1 you have some C++ practicals, plus you have HTML practicals, and after that you also have some VB .NET VB practicals. I I told you in the 11th standard that how we have created pages in the Visual Basic. So this is most commonly same with that code. So in the CS1 you have total 4 units. The first unit was the data structure unit, the second unit was the operating system unit, and then after that the next unit was C++, and the fourth unit was HTML. You have these 4 units. Today we have completed all these 4 units, and in the practical section you have C++ practicals, programs of C++, HTML practicals. In the HTML practicals, I have told you that they can, in the practical session, there must be a question from table and call span and row span, like how to create a table and how to perform row spanning and call spanning. And there are 3 to 4 practicals of Visual Basic also. So today we have finished CS1. In the next video, we will start with the CS2. We will start with the next CS2 with the first unit of CS2. So that's all for today.